Okay, I'm always excited when I'm back here to do this because it's been an amazing AFCON so far, and we've been looking at the games and we've not been disappointed. AFCON 2025 has lived up to its billing. It's been an awesome tournament. I have Omari here, and I also have Mandy Rachel joining me to do justice to the conversation. So, Omari, I'm going to start with you. How has the round of 16 been so far? How is it exciting has it been? Rating it from 1 to 10.
It's been a 12, honestly. Like the games yesterday did not disappoint. That Tunisia Mali game, I said Mali was gonna win, and everybody said Tunisia scored more goals. They're in better form. World Cup, and then Mali came back, won it in a penalty shootout. Tunisia scored at the end. Like the drama is just crazy this year. All the drama we've seen, and I mean expectations.
And speaking of Mali has not won a game in this tournament. It's
crazy.
Game.
Yeah.
And they're going all the way to the quarterfinals.
Yeah. So like the drama, the excitement. That's the craziness
of AFCON.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh wow. But I wasn't expecting anything spectacular from Tunisia. They've not been fantastic. The only game they just won convincingly was against Uganda, and since then they've been very, very quiet, and they couldn't even beat Tanzania. If not for the penalty they scored against Tanzania, I don't know where they would have been. What would you say about the game? Morocco and Tanzania. Mandy, did you watch that game?
I didn't really concentrate, but I know I watched it briefly. I was actually in the middle of something, so I wasn't able to concentrate. But I feel like Morocco, they won the game 1-0, but in my own opinion, they didn't really win convincingly for me. Morocco didn't win convincingly. And I used to actually pick Morocco as one of my favorites to win the tournament if Nigeria doesn't win it. But with their performance against Tanzania today, I'm starting to doubt if they can actually win the AFCON. In the sense that, Morocco is actually like one of the best teams in Africa right now, and I think they have everything that other African countries don't have. But I feel like they don't really know how to play the AFCON the way, just take a look at a team like Mali. It's not like they have the best players. It's not like they have the best squad. They've not even won any game in this tournament, and yet they've made it to the quarterfinals. So I feel like it's teams like that ends up winning the AFCON, not teams like technically, tactically, and all of that. They are up there, but AFCON requires more than just that. So they struggled against. I expected them to beat Tanzania today, like at least 3-0. But they literally struggled to beat Tanzania today. So I don't know. For me, I didn't concentrate on the game, but I'm not convinced in them anymore. That's just my
Morocco has not impressed. Morocco has not impressed me in this tournament. I don't even think they're going to go all the way. I think they are going to meet their end in the next game against. It's likely going to be Cameroon. I think.
Yeah, I thought they were the favorites too. They're playing at home. They just went to the semifinals of the World Cup, so I think they were the favorites. But the first game against Comoros, I mean, they won 2-0, but it was not convincing. It took them, I think, 60 minutes to open the scoring, and you're playing at home in the first game, so that was a little bit of surprise. And then I think they tied Mali in the second game. Again, like you said, I wasn't really convinced. And then today, I was shocked that they couldn't find the breakthrough sooner. Like halftime was 0-0 and they weren't really creating. It was just very stale. And yeah, I think they can't deal with the physicality. They don't win aerial battles. They're not very good in terms of one-on-one defending. Like the guys in Tanzania and Mali, they could just body them, blow by them, and they can't handle it. So I don't know. I think quarterfinal game against Cameroon is going to be a huge test, and I thought South Africa was going to take that one, but it's looking like Cameroon, and we'll see. I think Cameroon might end up knocking out Morocco, like you said, and I think that'll be a big upset.
But looking at the next set of games that have not been played, we're going to hold on for the Super Eagles right now. We're going to talk about them much later. But Algeria versus DR Congo. Mandy, who would you say is going to win that game?
I think DR Congo is going to win. I think DR Congo is going to win because going by the game, the team, the physicality, the technicality, and everything, I think DR Congo is going to beat Algeria, in my own opinion. Just like I've been saying since the beginning of this AFCON, even since the beginning of the round of 16, like I said yesterday that Mali and Senegal was going to go through. Today, I did say Morocco and Cameroon is about to actually go through right now. And for DR Congo, Algeria, it's definitely going to be DR Congo, except maybe a miracle happens. I don't know, but I feel like the North American teams, they are not there like that.
Not African teams.
Sorry. So
African teams,
I'm picking DR Congo over Algeria. Personally, I'm picking DR Congo.
Omari, do you agree with her?
I can't say I do, honestly. I think it wouldn't be an upset if Congo won because they are a great team, but Algeria has looked very good this tournament. I think they impressed me, one of the more impressive teams in the group stage. They're scoring, they're playing really fluid. Like, it looks like they've been playing together for 20 years. I think even though they don't have the physical skills and the aspects that they're going to go up against with Congo, I still think that the way they play the ball, they can adapt. Unlike Morocco, they can play long, they can play short. They know how to break a press. So I don't know. I think it'll be a great game. It's not easy to predict at all, but I'm going to have to go with Algeria. I think they'll make it to at least the quarters.
I actually do not think that Algeria has been tested. I think they're still been playing small teams, and when they are going to be facing the real test, I don't think they can scale through. But I would really want them to lose to DR Congo because Nigeria has a score to settle. It's DR Congo.
Yeah, that's true.
We have a score to settle, so yeah, we need to play with DR Congo. That's the match I'm looking forward to in this tournament. Okay, so the next game is going to be. I don't want to talk too much about Egypt because I don't know that game. I don't think Egypt will win that game. I don't know if anybody begs to differ.
I think it's going to be an Egypt win, but I don't think it's going to be straightforward. Similar to the Algeria game, Benin is fast, they're strong, they're physical, and Egypt's defense has been so bad. Probably like the poorest. Anytime there's a counterattack, it looks like they're going to concede. They have Salah, Marmoush going forward. They had 30 shots, I think, against Zimbabwe. They scored 2 goals, so they can't finish. I don't think it's going to be as straightforward. I hope they win, but Benin gets one chance and they hit it on the break. It might just end 1-0. You never know.
But the game between Ivory Coast and Burkina Faso, I think I want Ivory Coast to win that game. Who do you think is going to win?
Same here. I actually want Ivory Coast to also win this game. Basically because they are the defending champion, and I feel like it's going to be so embarrassing for them to, get eliminated in the round of 16. So I actually still want Ivory Coast to be in the tournament just for that sentimental reason. Actually, you understand, because of the fact that they are defending champion, I don't want them to live in the round of 16. I feel like it's going to be there. So yes, I'm picking Ivory Coast to win Burkina Faso.
I think what I saw on Twitter today, there's a curse, the winner's curse of AFCON. So I think it's since 2012. Whoever has won AFCON has passed the round of 16. They either go in the group, some haven't qualified, or they lose round of 16. So we'll see. I wonder if Ivory Coast is going to break this curse.
This is the watchtower for the Super Eagles. We're focusing on the Super Eagles because I know that they are going to win AFCON 2025, basically. And they have a match against Mozambique. I saw you smack there, Omari. You're not agreeing with me that the Super Eagles are going to win AFCON 2025? Because it's time for Nigeria.
Yeah, honestly, I have one question for Nigeria and all this. If I could talk to the coach, how did you struggle to make the World Cup and you're playing this beautiful, beautiful football? I don't understand it. It's a crime because watching them play, I thought they were going to be maybe mentally out of it, a little upset about the World Cup, but they have gone crazy. Every game they get better and better. Last game they played with their second 11 almost, and they destroyed Uganda. Like, they're playing incredibly. Honestly, they weren't a favorite for me, but now going into the next round, it's looking like they're probably the best team on form going in, and the players are amazing.
I think
Okay, let
Mandy
me
can
just,
answer that question.
yeah, I wanted to actually add something to that. Let me like act like an unofficial spokesperson for Eric Chelle right now. Um, I think the reason why the Super Eagles of Nigeria is actually performing like well, I'm not even going to add this so well to it right now, but I'll say well because I have to give them credit. The reason is actually because number one, we did not qualify for the World Cup. So, I mean, we are so disappointed in the Eagles of Nigeria, the fact that Nigeria would not still be at the 2026 World Cup. Then it was like we had a little bit of hope that we could make it, and then we got eliminated in the playoffs. So that hunger is there. Training session leading up to this Mozambique game, the coach did not even allow any press or anybody in. It was a closed door training, and you know, a lot of some reporters were literally angry that, oh, why are they not allowing? But the coach is trying to get the players to be focused. See, we have a mission here. We need to perform. You understand? So the major reason I feel that, you know, they are really so serious in this AFCON is because a lot of Nigerians are not actually happy with them, and they're actually trying to buy our love back and make us happy, literally.
Yeah, I believe it. And
Okay.
they're playing.
Okay. Before I buttress what you just said, okay, so it's official. Cameroon won South Africa by 2-1. So it's going to be Cameroon against Morocco. I think that's when Morocco is going to face the real test, because they've been on serious all through the tournament. But I know Cameroon is going to push them out of the tournament. I actually feel that the referee was just against the Tanzanian team, because there was a penalty that was not given in that game. But it is what it is. So yes, so the Super Eagles have from not going to the World Cup to being one of the best teams in AFCON. I think that's because they have gone into the tournament. And Michel did not have enough time to train with these guys all through the qualification. And if you noticed, by the time he picked up from where the other coaches left off, it was almost too late, because we've already thrown away a lot of games, a lot of vital games. And so since he came, he has not lost a game. Up to this moment, he has not lost a game. If Eric Chelle has started from the beginning of the World Cup qualifications, I'm sure the Super Eagles will have qualified. And he actually knows what he's doing. He's a very good coach. He's a very good coach, and they are playing fantastic football just because of him right now. But it's unfortunate that he did not start on time, and that's where we are now. We are where we are now. But I think they have to just make up by winning this AFCON. They have to make it up for the Nigerian fans by winning AFCON. But I know that Omari, I know you have something else in the up there. I know you have another team that you are pitching to win the AFCON. Who is that team?
I have a couple. I think Senegal, honestly, like Senegal and
I was waiting for you to say that.
Thing is, the coach on Nigeria,
Senegal.
he changed the whole way they play. And I noticed in the game against, I think it was Tunisia, he played Lookman as a 10. And then he had Osimhen and Adams as strikers. Lookman is a winger. He put him in the 10. He's running. He's creating that. And then you have Onyeka, Ndidi, and Iwobi in the midfield behind him. And they're solid players. So they're solid in the midfield. They're fast going forward. It's going to be hard for anybody to deal with them. But if anybody could, it has to be Senegal. I think at this point, the two clear favorites are Senegal and probably Nigeria, especially considering Morocco's performance today. Senegal's look really strong. What do you guys think?
Yeah, Senegal is looking strong. Mandy, do you share in that?
I actually wanted to affirm to that as well, that Senegal is actually really, really strong, and they are also one of my favorites to actually win this tournament. I mean, they have everything, and they've been winning their games convincingly as well.
If Sudan had played a defensive game, they would have won Senegal. Hope you know. You know, Sudan scored a goal against Senegal first.
I saw, in like the fifth minute or sixth minute or something.
For Sudan,
Was
in my
lucky
own
goal.
opinion.
Wow.
They literally, it was, to me, they stood no chance against Senegal. That goal was like a consolation goal for them. They stand against Senegal. In my own opinion, they stand no chance. It was just a consolation goal for them. It was a consolation goal.
Okay.
Yeah, they woke Senegal up. Senegal got scored on, and then they went crazy. Scored 3 right after.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, so the game, Super Eagles versus Mozambique. Omari, what would be your predictions for that game?
I'm gonna say Nigeria's gonna win. I'll say 3-1. 3-1 Nigeria win.
All right, Mandy. Before I ask you the score line, are you convinced that we have a good defensive formation? Because I think we've been conceding a lot of goals in this tournament. Can't you attribute that to our defense?
Actually, that was even what I was about to say before you mentioned it, because what I wanted to say was I would have said maybe we would win 2-0 or thereabout, but we're literally struggling to keep a clean sheet in this tournament, and it's really because our defense for this tournament is bad compared to the last AFCON. Our defense for this year's AFCON is so bad. So I'm very sure we're not going to be able to keep a clean sheet. I am very sure. I wanted to even say 3-2, but I don't want to have my heart in my mouth. So maybe I'll go 3-1 as well. But I know we're going to concede. But we're going to win. But we're going to concede because our defense, even the goalkeeper, as far as I'm concerned, we don't have a goalkeeper. We don't have a goalkeeper. It's just God that is in that back for us. We don't have a goalkeeper. So I know we're definitely going to concede. That one is a very, very sure thing. We're going to concede. So maybe 3-1, 3-2.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. So, Omari, you started off by saying that AFCON so far has been a 12/10. So now looking at the round of 16, we have a couple of games to go, and then the quarterfinals. Do you think we're still going to see more drama, more excitement in AFCON 2025?
100%, because now we're getting to the big games. Like if we have Senegal, Mali will be a good game. Ivory Coast and Egypt, if that happens, is a good game. Nigeria and maybe Algeria, or Nigeria and Congo, another big game. So now it's coming to be big games, and the teams don't want to lose at this point. Everybody's in it to win it. I think it's going to be so much drama, fighting right to the end, last minute goals, maybe some shootouts. It's just getting better and better.
If there was going to be surprises in the next set of games, what game is that going to come from? If there's going to be a shocker.
I think if Ivory Coast goes through, I think the shock would be Egypt beating Ivory Coast. And I want Egypt to win, but I don't think they're as strong as people say. Mo Salah. If Egypt beats Ivory Coast, that would be a shock, in my opinion. What do you guys think?
But I would think the ultimate shocker is if Mali defeats Senegal.
Beat Senegal.
That's
exactly what I wanted to actually say.
That is going to be the ultimate shocker.
That's like what I wanted to say.
Mali that I'm seeing, they're going to end up drawing in that game and going to extra time and penalties and winning again. And it's going
I don't think they'll make it.
I think Senegal is not going to let that happen.
Yeah.
Because by now, I feel like Senegal have actually observed their pattern, and they are they are already working on how they're going to break their defense. Because one of the good parts of the good structure of the Malian team is their defense. They are very, very hard.
Yeah.
They are extremely hard to break. So I know Senegal would not want to suffer the same fate as their previous opponents, because at this point it's looking like, I don't know, maybe they brought Jazz. Because they've not won any game. They made it to the quarterfinal. What's that? How can you not win any game and you're in the quarterfinal? It's cheating now. It's cheating. So Senegal would not want to suffer the same fate as other countries. So they would not even allow them. They would not allow them get that draw and push it to penalty shootout. That's what I feel like. I feel like Senegal right now is studying their pattern and biting the means to break them. Once they are able to break them, they score a lot of goals. It's over for Mali. That's my own opinion.
Exactly.
I don't agree with you. Mali is going to pull a shocker, and we're going to be here again.
Okay, now.
I'm going to remind you the next time we come here, and I'm going to say, I said it.
Okay,
I said
no
it.
problem. Fingers crossed. Okay. We shall see.
I thank you for joining me, Omari. Thank you for joining me, Mandy. I'm looking forward to doing this again with you. where we'll be talking
Absolutely.
about. By the time we'll be here again, the round of 16 should have been over, and then we talk about the quarterfinals, basically. So thank you
Okay.
for joining me, and
Thank you.
that brings us to the end of the
You're
show.
welcome.
See you next time.
See you. Thank you for having me.